Hi guys, Ronda without an H here. Okay, so today what we're going to be doing is journaling or setting up my bullet journal for the next week or two. The first video that I did, this is video number 2. I kind of showed you what I'm going to now and showed you what I was doing, and we did a cover for that. And now I'm in September and I have a couple of weeks done, and it's time because right now we're on the 18th of September. I've got 2 days and then I have nothing. So I want to go ahead and do those with you. I promised that I would show you what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. All right, so this is a Reader's Digest book. You can use different books, but understand that if they're basically, you have 2 types: those that are glued in, the pages are glued in, and those that are bound with string that are stitched in. And if you are working with those that are stitched in, then you want to take your papers out differently than if they're glued. And the reason for that is when you have papers that are stitched in, if you cut or rip one half, that other half is loose because they were hooked together, 2 together. And when you cut or ripped, you made both halves loose. And so, and I have a video, and I'll try to go back and see, it's been a while, on an altered book that I did, that I showed you how I take those pages out. And I'll try to remember to link that in the description box below, so that if that's the type of book you want to use, that you can use that as a reference. Okay, so what I'm basically doing is gluing 2 pages together for each page, and it makes a nice sturdy page. Then of course you're embellishing, so I'm adding more papers on top of that, and I will add more papers on top of that as well, both sides. So by the time you get them done, it's thicker, most of it, than cardstock, heavy cardstock. So you're good to go. All right, now I have already prepared these 2 to go, but what I want to show you so that you know how I'm doing this. Okay, so these 2 I have glued together, and I've just used a stick, just a stick glue. I've got an Elmer's all-purpose glue that I'm using right now. And this is not. You can feel the difference, you can tell. So this is what I want for this page. However, I want to make sure that when I glue this to the next page, that I have already taken out some of my pages in between. And by gluing them together after you've removed, then you don't see where you've torn it out, okay? And it keeps it sturdier. So what I would do, and some people say, everybody has different views as to how many to take out, and I'm just taking out, well, we'll see, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish, I don't know. But as you can see, look at the wonderful patina on these pages. You can see the edges are already yellowed, which is fabulous. So don't get rid of them. It's treasure. It's treasure, you guys. So we would just rip. Now when I get going, as I get going further into it, I may come up with a number that I know works. Okay? Now I do know that I've looked and seen, Dragonfly is also doing this, and I think she says she's removing 7 pages, but I haven't counted to see if that's how many I'm doing or not. Okay, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, looks like 6 pages. And as you can see, where we're tearing this out, if I didn't glue these 2 pages together, then of course you would see all those torn pages. But by doing this, I've secured it and I've covered those up. Okay, so let's do that. There's our, so we're just going to, and I'm not being timid. Timid. Well, that doesn't happen very often. It's a sign. It's a sign. Oh. By the way, how are you? You doing okay today? I hope so. I'm happy to be here with you. And now I'm just going to close that page on top of that. And we are good. So I'll let that dry. And as you can see, I have no icky pages showing. All right. And that's what we want. Okay. So that's how you do. Some people I know, Gail, when she's altering a book, she goes, and I think she does most of her book. She takes her pages out and prepares the pages. And I think that's fabulous. But this is new for me, this bullet journaling. And may I say that I'm bullet journaling in the very loosest sense of the word. Or of the method. Okay, so I am working in September. I have this week, and now I want the 20th through the 26th. So I have gone ahead and I have printed off my, I'll just set that aside. I've printed off my template, and for those of you that are not familiar, here is a site you can go to that is free. It has tons of printables. And I'm writing it down here so you can see it big. Printable paper .net. www.printablepaper.net. If you don't want to make your own templates for different things, and they have calendar templates, they have graph paper, they have line paper, they have all kinds of different things that you can use, but do be aware that on their papers, their labels are there on everything. So, for me, this was a fun, easy way to do my calendaring. I went and found the template that I wanted. I'm using a 2-page spread, and I'm doing each week separately, and I want to do Monday through Sunday. And so that's what I picked, and that's what I printed out. Now what I'm doing here is I'm giving myself a little border. So I'm just cutting these to the right size and creating, well, let's see, do it this way. So I'm measuring 1/4 of an inch on each side. That will give me a nice border. So I don't know how, I've seen so many different examples of bullet journaling, and I think they're amazing, and I really do admire those that bullet journal full-time and do it in the pure sense of the word, which mine of course is not, but I do admire those that do that. So now I have this luscious scrap paper, and I have printed this on some of that print that I told you that I had previously from school, when they learn how to write and stuff. I have a ream, 2 reams actually. One is this design, and the other one is this design. Okay, so I made a mistake. Just one, Rhonda? Oh no. As you can see, my highlighter, when I did my weekly calendar, I did it completely wrong. The monthly is fine. And by the way, I did print this from the WW paper or something, printablepaper.net. And this is Sunday through Saturday. So when I went to do the weekly, I did the Monday as Sunday, and everything was off a day. And then it wasn't until today that I was catching up in mind that it was like, wait a minute, it's the 17th. But my phone says it's the 18th. And then I went back and figured out what I had done. So I keep on hand, this is a Tombow correction tape. I think I got it on Amazon. It was very inexpensive. And so what I have done, as you can see, I've gone ahead and redone my calendar dates. And then I got looking at this and I was like, I kind of like that, to where it stands out. And so I am deliberately doing that on my next week because I like that. So I've already done some of it, but I waited for you. Oh, I don't know how this can, let's see, whoops, wrong direction, Rhonda. Bring that up close. So I just press down and I kind of pull and then lift up. And again, press down and pull and lift up, and that was a little squawampish. Press down, pull, and lift up. And press down, pull, and lift up. And then it retracts, and it had a cover on it, but I've lost the cover. But anyway, that takes care of that. So Monday is going to be Monday will be the 21st. Let's just double check. Yes, there's Sunday the 20th. So Monday will be the 21st. And I just go through and put my dates in. You certainly can do it however you want. You maybe have programs or special calendars or things that you have even designed that you do that work for you, which is, that'd be fabulous. Let's see if I got that right. Okay, yes, Sunday is the 27th. Okay, so I've got that part done. Now what we're doing, I'm in fall, so it's going to be, I'm going to put them here. I'm going to put a little decoration, I think, around the edges. And I may, what I might do, I have this little bit of, let's get that back out. All right. I may use some washi tape, some skinny washi tape to go around, or I may go ahead with pens. I did these, and that looks kind of nice in those colors. So I just have to decide what to do that way. And then bring some papers in, a little bit of collaging. And I also pulled out, let's move our book pages. Those are wonderful. This from the former calendar that I did, the bullet journal. I love this paper. I'm gonna start sharing this and putting some of this in my Etsy store before too long, just because it's so fabulous. I want to share it. Oh, it's wonderful. But I may put a little bit of that in here. I've got some music paper. This is very kind of delicate, old, that I can collage. I've got some glassine. I've also got, I just pulled some of this stuff. I've got some stickers, fall stickers that I thought would be fun to use. I've also got some rub-ons that are in these color tones that would look nice. And then I've got some other stickers with family and home and that kind of thing as well. And I also found, with September back to school, some little images that might be kind of fun to put in there too. I have little to-do lists that I printed some time ago when I was doing a different type of journaling. And I've got some that I want to put this in here somewhere too to take a look at. Keep it in one place. Ideas for different videos that I want to do in the near future. So I guess first let's go ahead and decorate these. Okay. So I think we'll just do some pens and we'll see how it goes. So I am just, no rhyme or reason, not doing anything perfectly, of course. You'd be surprised how nerve-wracking this is on camera. Oh, they're seeing me goober up. Oh, but hopefully you don't mind too bad. If anything, you can say, wow, if she can do it, I can sure do it. And probably do a much better job. And I don't mind that at all. So our leaves are starting to fall, you guys. It's really feeling like autumn is here. And I don't know about you, but I'm not 100% sure I'm ready for it. Let's see. I'm pulling out some different colored pens to see about using them. I used markers on the other one, but I also have these gel pens, and I don't really use them very often. That's pretty light, isn't it? And so I'm trying to use them because gel pens, if you've noticed, they don't have the same shelf life as some of our other pens do. And so I'm trying to use them a little bit more in my artwork. And as you can see, I'm just doing squiggly lines, and I'm deliberately trying not to go over the other line so that you can see it more. But as you can also see, I'm not being terribly careful about it either. And this particular one may be difficult for you to see. Bring it up closer a little bit. Okay, let's see. What other color might we have in a pen? Green. Green could work, huh? Let's see. Okay. Let's pull out and try another color. There's no right or wrong. It's just to play. It's just to do things. Well, actually, you know, journaling, it isn't completely playing because you are leaving a history for others many years down the road, you know, those that come after you. Grandchildren, great-grandchildren, maybe your children, that will get to know you a little bit through what you journaled. Okay. That looks good, but that almost looks Christmassy there with the red and green, so we better, let's see, let's bring in a brown. Do I have a brown pen, though? And I don't. Purple. Purple. Some of the leaves go purple, right? I think this will be the last color we'll do here. And this one we're just really doing squiggly iggly. Woo! Okay. But as you can see, it's just kind of fun to add a little bit of a border to that. And for those of you that maybe don't have washi tape or all of the things that you would like to work with, you can see that you can make something fun with very little. Okay, let's call that good. And we'll put these up. Okay, so these are ready to go in the book. Now what I want to do, bring it back up. Notice that on each page I am using a little bit of my, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if it's what language it is, but I love it. So I'm going to use my tear ruler. We'll just rip off a little bit. And then, of course, we have little bits and pieces to work with, don't we? Oh, those scraps. They have a life of their own, I'll tell you what. All right. So, I've had this out here for quite some time. I've been using it as a undercover for doing my inking around my edges. All right, so we can, and let's just, let's just start. I don't have any particular anything that I'm like I have to do, which is one of the reasons why it makes this really quite fun to do, is because I don't have a, well, it needs to be this way, it needs to be that way. It's, because I'm keeping it just kind of loose and free, that makes it fun. And I like the looks of, oops, sorry, of paper on paper with the writing. Totally different style with the foreign language there. So this is going to rip off much because it's so old. It comes off very easily. And we can, another thing that I like to do that I didn't do, that I will share with you, before we get going too much on these pages, I am covering up the center seam. I'm just adding a little bit of washi tape, just, for extra strength. And I just ordered and received these new grids. I got 4 of them in different colors. And I've just been excited to use them. So let's see. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm folding it in half this way. And then I am sticking it in my book. Oops, that's not quite straight. And then just like that. Isn't that fun? Okay, so that just gives an added little bit of strength. So now we can go ahead and do what we were going to do here. And which side? Do I want the choppy, squeewampish, raggedy side or not? We're not going to need nearly that much, though. I do know that. So I'm going to go ahead, and I just folded this over just that short amount. And you see how easily that tore. It tars. All right. Let's put that on. So I've been noticing some of my friends with the back to school and the different school requirements, and some of the places that I've lived and have friends, it's all online learning. They're not allowed in the buildings. And some it's part-time. Some of my grandchildren, they go 3 days a week to school and then the following week they go 2 days a week and then online, and then so it changes. And then I also, one of my granddaughters goes the 5 days a week. It's just, it's crazy how it's so different for everybody now. And I can't help but wonder what what the new normal will end up after this is all said and done. Okay, it's okay. It's all kind of the same color. Like here we've got a little bit more color going on, and I like that. But how do I want to do that? I can bring color in. That's nice. Those are nice. I could add those. And I could do some underneath there as well. And I could bring some color paper in too. I could bring fabric in. Hang on, I'll be right back. So I just happen to have, look at these fabrics. Are these gorgeous? Yeah, they are. Really pretty. So let's maybe tear a little strip and see what happens. Let's give that a try. We'll just play with it. All right. Oh, I'm so happy when I'm playing with fabric and papers together and just, oh gosh. I sure do like my texture. I sure do. Are you a texture person or not? Come on. Fess up. Tell it all. We all want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. All right, now, I think these are my 3 most used glues. And I intermix them. And I think I'll go ahead and I'll use the fabric tack to glue the strip down, just because I know it goes so quickly and does a fabulous job of tacking it down and keeping it nice. The other works well, but I'm not sure how the glue stick, how permanent that would be with fabric. It might be, I just haven't given it a try. Now I want to have my textury edge where I've got my rip. I want that to be showing here. And so I'm leaving just a teeny bit of space, layering that on top of the other, so that's kind of cool. I like that. Liking it. Okay, that's good. Now we need something over here or under, and there again, I can bring those in by stickers. Let's give this a try. And on this, I think I'm going to add, and stickers. Where did I get my stickers? I think I got them in Hobby Lobby. These are several years old, and I'm actually trying to use up a lot of my supplies that I've had for quite a while, which is why I'm getting those out. What we remember from our childhood, we remember forever, and hopefully those are good memories for everybody, but I know that that's not always the case, is it? Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and put this on. And for this, okay, I think I just lied to you. Not intentionally. Please forgive me. But I also use this. But technically, this isn't glue. This is sticky tape. So, and I am using this to put my pages down so I don't have any wrinkling of my pages. And I've mentioned before, but I've just purchased mine on Amazon, and it is very reasonably priced. And I am using, right at this moment, I'm using the 1/4 inch. And now I'm just going to do that. Okay, so we'll just make sure we've put that on well, and then we'll just take off the little white strips around the edges. One thing about this, though, if you do use this, when you put it on, it's pretty much where you put it, because it doesn't reposition very well at all. So just keep that in mind. All right. So let's clear these little bits and pieces out of the way. We'll put that back in our drawer. And let's add some more fun. So I'm going to bring in some more color with some of these stickers that I've had for quite a while. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's see. That's pretty. And. Is it too early for pumpkins? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe we'll just, a lot of these would work. This is just a matter of just kind of like, well, this, that, yeah, all of it, yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. So, then, or now, or continuing on, then I have the other side, and so some of these I will blend in, you know, to make it match, obviously. I want it to look good that way. This could look good. Some numbers down here, I think, or some coins. Let's kind of wait on that and see. So now I'm going to go ahead, guys, off camera. I'm going to do this side, and then just as I'm finishing up, I'll come back and we'll finish up. All right, don't go away. Okay, I have gone ahead and finished up this page. I have matched the papers that I used, and I brought out this fabric and I put this on the edge and turned it over to the next page. And so then I cut a little piece off and added it to this page, which also looks really nice. And I love the texture. Then I added another sticker right here. Might have to glue that down even some more right there. And then used a couple of these lighter little stickers that were in this set. So this matches. And then this is a rub-on with the numbers here. So now all I have to do, as you can see, I am ready to go for next week. So Sunday, one of the things that I do on Sundays, I haven't listed it here yet though, is I calendar for the next week. So I will put in the things that I do on a daily basis and then the other things that I need to add in. And one of the things that I'm going to paper clip right here, eventually I will, oh, come on. This is a Tim Holtz little teeny paper clip. These are so cute, you guys. So I will just paper clip that next week. And when I'm looking here, I can go to this list. And eventually I could put this in on one of my pages here, or I could, which I will probably do, is add it to my junk journal that I do on Sundays. So, all right, guys. I hope this has given you some ideas. I hope that it's kind of fun. It's just a kind of a new, easy way for me to do things that I really do want to do. I try to be more disciplined, but I need a little bit of help. All right, guys. Until next video, have a fabulous day. Bye-bye now.